Hi students, I am continuing the chapter integrals, and today I am going to discuss some problems related to integrals using partial fraction. So it's an important topic, so listen carefully. This is our first question. Integral x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 dx. So in this question we need to find out the value of this integral x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 dx. So let's start the solution of this question. So first of all, the given question is integral x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 dx, right? So I'm going to rewrite this question. I'm taking this only, and by using partial fraction of first type 1, it can be also written as a divided by x plus 1 plus b divided by x plus 2. Okay. So, in the next step, I am going to find out the value of a and b. Here, just removing this b part, a divided by this term will be equal to x divided by, or first of all I am writing a part, a divided by x plus 1 is equal to x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2, right? So just removing this b part. Okay. And here x plus 1, both term containing x plus 1, so cancel it. So here we get a equal to x divided by x plus 2. Next we need to substitute the value of x, which make the denominator of a 0, that is put x plus 1 equal to 0. The denominator of a containing the function x plus 1, so put x plus 1 equal to 0. From this we get x equal to minus 1, right? So I am going to substitute x equal to minus 1 in a. So it will give us to minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus 2, that is minus 1 divided by 1. So we get the value of a as minus 1. Okay. Similarly, if you find out the coefficient b, so just removing this part, so this term will equal to the b part question, right? So next I am going to write b divided by x plus 2 equal to x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2. Okay, just removing this a part. Okay. So here also x plus 2 term is common, so cancel each other. So here we get b is equal to x divided by x plus 1. Next we need to find out the substitution of x. So we need to find out the value of x, which will make the denominator of b 0. That is here taking put x plus 2 equal to 0. From this we get x equal to minus 2. So substituting the value of x by minus 2 in b coefficient. Here we get minus 2 divided by minus 2 plus 1, and which is equal to minus 2 divided by minus 1, and these two minus will cancel, and answer is the value of b coefficient is 2. Here a and b are constant, right? So here the value of we get the value of a as minus 1 and b as plus 2. So next I am going to substitute or replace the value of a and b. So here we get x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 equal to a. Value of a is minus 1, right? So minus 1 divided by x plus 1 plus the value of b is 2 divided by x plus 2. Okay, next I am going to replace this whole x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 in the integral by minus 1 divided by x plus 1 plus 2 divided by x plus 2. Okay. So in the next step, this is our answer. So next I am going to using additive property. So this can be written as minus 1 is a constant, right? So taking this minus outside the integral, 1 divided by x plus 1 dx plus here 2 is a constant. So taking outside the integral, 1 divided by x plus 2 dx by using additive additive property. Okay, so we know that next we need to find out the value of these two terms, and we know that the standard integral of 1 by x is log x, right? So here I am going to apply this formula here. So writing this minus 1 first, and integral 1 divided by x plus 1 dx is equal to replacing this x by x plus 1, we get the value as log mod x plus 1. Okay, and also we need to find out this x plus 1 is another function. So by using chain rule, we need to find out the derivative of x plus 1 and write denominator of the function, that is d by dx of x plus 1 right here, plus 2 into again integral 1 divided by x plus 2 dx become log mod x plus 2. Here x plus 2 is another function. We need to find out the chain rule. By using chain rule, we need to find out the derivative of x plus 2 and write denominator of the function. Okay, and also write plus c here. And here derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 1 is 0. So here also we get the value 1. Derivative of x plus 1 is equal to derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 1 is constant. So the value of derivative of x plus 1 is 1, and again derivative of x plus 2 is equal to derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 2 is 0. Again we get derivative of x plus 2 equal to 1. So in the next step I am going to write it minus log mod x plus 1 plus 2 log mod x plus 2 plus c. Okay, so by using one of the property of logarithm, we can write it as x raised to n. Log x raised to n can also be written as n log x, right? So by using this formula, we can write it as the first term as log x plus 1 whole raised to minus 1. Okay, this minus 1 will goes to the power. This n will goes to the power of x, that is log x raised to n can also be written as n log x. Similarly, minus log mod x plus 1 can also be written as log x plus 1 whole raised to minus 1, plus this 2 comes to the power of 2 plus c. Okay, so by using next property of logarithm, that is log a plus log b can also be written as log ab. So next step I am going to write it as log x plus 1 whole inverse into x plus 2 whole square plus c, and this can also be written as log x plus 2 whole square divided by x plus 1 plus c, because 1 by x can also be written as x inverse. So x plus 1 whole inverse can also be written as 1 divided by x plus 1. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, I hope you understood this question. And this is our second question. We need to find out the value of integral x divided by x minus 1 the whole square into x plus 2 dx. Okay, so let's start the solution of this question. Here, given that integral x divided by x minus 1 the whole square into x plus 2 dx. Next, I am going to take this term only, that is x divided by x minus 1 whole square into x plus 2 by using partial fraction. This can be written as a divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by x minus 1 whole square plus c divided by x plus 2. Okay. So, first of all, we need to find out the value of constant a, b, c. So, this is our second type, right? So, in this question, by using first type of partial fraction, we get only the value of b and c. Okay, so first of all, we need to find out the value of b and c by using just removing these two terms. I'm going to write this term equal to this term. Okay, so x divided by, first write b part. So just removing these two terms, here we get b divided by x minus 1 the whole square is equal to x divided by x minus 1 whole square into x plus 2. And in this two term, x minus 1 whole square is present, so cancel each other, and here we get b equal to x divided by x plus 2. Next, we need to find out the value of x in which the denominator of b becomes 0. That is, put x minus 1 whole square equal to 0. From this, we get x minus 1 equal to 0 or x equal to 1. So, substitute x equal to 1 in b. Here we get 1 divided by 1 plus 2, that is 1 by 3 is the value of b. Okay. In the same manner, we need to find out the value of c, constant c. So just removing these two terms, and I am going to write c divided by x plus 2 equal to x divided by x minus 1 whole square into x plus 2. C by x plus 2 is equal to x divided by x minus 1 whole square into x plus 2. From this we get here also x plus 2 term is common, so cancel each other, and here we get c equal to x divided by x minus 1 whole square. Next we need to find out the value of c, value of x in which the denominator of c becomes 0. So put x plus 2 equal to 0. From this we get x equal to minus 2. So substitute x equal to minus 2 in c. So here we get minus 2 divided by minus 2 minus 1 whole square. That is, we get 2 minus 2 divided by minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3, right? So minus 3 square is 9. So the value of c is minus 2 by 9. Okay. Next, using this type, this manner, we cannot get the value of a. So, in order to get the value of a, we need to multiply the whole term by the denominator of this term, that is x minus 1 whole square into x plus 2. Okay. So, by using partial fraction of second type, next we need to find out the value of a. So multiplying throughout on both sides by the denominator of this term, that is x minus 1 whole square into x plus 2. So this is our next step. So we can see that here in the first term on LHS, x plus 1 whole square is common, so cancel each other. And this side, x minus 1, 1x minus 1 is cancelled. And this term, x minus 1 whole square term will cancel. And in the C part, x plus 2 term will cancel. So it can be written as x equal to a into, write whole remaining terms, that is a into x minus 1 into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 2 plus c into x minus 1 the whole square. Okay. So next I am going to put x equal to 0. So here we get 0 equal to a into minus 1, 0 minus 1 minus 1 into 0 plus 2, 2 plus b into 0 plus 2, 2 plus c into 0 minus 1 square, that is 1. Or it can be written as 0 equal to minus 2a plus 2b plus c. Okay. From this we get 2a equal to 2b plus c. Right. So we know the value of b is 1 by 3 and c is minus 2 by 9. Right. So substituting the value of b and c here. So here we get 2 into 1 by 3 plus minus 2 by 9. Or it can be written as 2a is equal to 2 by 3 minus 2 by 9. In LHS and RHS 2 is common. So taking 2 outside. So it can be written as 2a is equal to 2 into 1 by 3 minus 1 by 9. So these 2 will cancel each other. Or a we get 1 by 3 minus 1 by 9. So in order to make the denominator 9, multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. So it will become, denominator is same, right? So it can be written as 3 minus 1. Numerator will become 3 minus 1. So here we get the value of a as 2 by 9. So by now we get the whole value of a, b and c. Next I am going to substitute the value of a, b, c here. And after that I am going to replace this by this whole term in our question. Okay. So integral x divided by x minus 1 whole square into x plus 2 dx will become integral a divided by x minus 1 will become, a value is 2 by 9. A 2 by 9 divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by x minus 1 the whole square. The value of b is 1 by 3. So I am just replacing the value b by 1 by 3. And the denominator is x minus 1 whole square plus, and c divided by x plus 2. So value of c is minus 2 by 9 divided by x plus 2 dx. Okay. Next, using additive property, I am going to split this integral by first 2 by 9 is constant, so taking outside. So first integral is 1 divided by x minus 1 dx plus 1 by 3 is constant, and second integral is 1 divided by x minus 1 the whole square minus, in the third integral, minus 2 by 9 is constant, so taking outside the integral, and the next integral will become 1 divided by x plus 2 dx. Okay. And here also I am going to calculate the value of integral. We know that the standard integral of 1 by x dx is log x. Okay, and the standard integral of 1 by x square dx is minus x plus c. So, replacing this x by x minus 1 and here x plus 2, we get the values here, and also by replacing this x by x minus 1 square, we get the value of integral. Okay. So first integral equal to 2 by 9. First I am going to write this constant here, and integral 1 by x minus 1 dx will become, replacing this x by x minus 1, we get log, also write a mod here, log mod x minus 1, and here x minus 1 is another function. By using chain rule, we need to find out the derivative of x minus 1 and write the denominator. Write it in denominator. Okay, plus here 1 by 3 is constant, and derivative of 1 by x square dx is minus x plus c. So replacing this x by x minus 1 all square, here we get integral 1 divided by x minus 1 all square ds as minus x minus 1 all square, and here also x minus 1 all square is another function. So we need to, using chain rule, we need to find out the derivative of x minus 1 and write it in denominator. Okay, so next I am going to write minus 2 by 9 here, and similarly integral 1 divided by x plus 2 dx, answer will be log mod x plus 2, and here also x plus 2 is another function. By using chain rule, we need to find out the derivative of x plus 2 and write it in denominator, and also write this plus c here. Derivative of x minus 1 equal to derivative of x is 1, derivative of 1 is 0. So here we get the derivative of x minus 1 value is 1, and derivative of x plus 2 value, derivative of x is 1, derivative of 2 is 0. So here also we get the value 1. Okay, so substituting whole this derivative value in the above step, here we get 2 by 9 log mod x minus 1 plus, minus, this plus and minus will become minus here, x minus 1 all square minus 2 by 9 log mod x plus 2 plus c. Okay, here also write this 3 here, 1 by 3. Okay. So, next using rearranging this whole term, I am going to write this 2 by 9 log mod x minus 1 minus 2 by 9 log mod x plus 2 together, and the remaining terms remains the same, right? So, here 2 by 9 is constant. So, taking outside, here we get log mod x minus 1 minus log mod x plus 2, and this term remains same. Okay, and next I am going to use the property of logarithm, that is log a minus log b can also be written as log a by b. So here from this using this logarithmic property, our answer will be 2 by 9 log x minus 1 divided by log mod x minus 1 divided by x plus 2, minus this term remains the same. Okay, so this is our final answer. I hope you understood this question. This is our third question. We need to find out the value of integral x divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1 dx. So let's start the solution of this question. Our question is integral x divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1 dx. So this is in the form of by using partial fraction. So this is in the fifth form, right? So I'm taking this term only, that is x divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1 by using partial fraction. This can be written as, and also note that this x square plus 1 term cannot be factorized further, right? So this is by using partial fraction of fifth form, this can be written as a divided by x minus 1 plus bx plus c divided by x square plus 1. Okay, so next I am going to find out the value of coefficient a, b, c. So removing this term, I am going to write these two terms as a divided by x minus 1 is equal to x divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1. So by observing these two terms, x minus 1 term is common, so cancel each other, and here we get a equal to x divided by x square plus 1. Next we need to find out the value of x in which the denominator of a becomes 0. So put x minus 1 equal to 0. From this x equal to, we get x equal to plus 1. So substituting x equal to 1 in a, so here we get x 1 divided by 1 square plus 1, that is 1 divided by 1 plus 1. Here we get the value of a as 1 by 2. Okay, so in the next step I am going to multiply. Let us name it as equation number 1. So multiplying equation number 1 throughout by the denominator of LHS, that is x minus 1 into x square plus 1. So here we get x divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1 into x minus 1 into x square plus 1 equal to a divided by x minus 1 into, multiply each term by x minus 1 into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c divided by x square plus 1 into, again multiply this term by x minus 1 into x square plus 1. Okay, so if you observe this step, these two terms are common, so cancel each other. Here x minus 1 is common, so cancel each other. Here x square plus 1 term is common, so cancel each other. Okay, so here we get x equal to a into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c into x minus 1. Next put some values to x. That is, I am going to put x equal to 0 first. That is, here we get 0 equal to a into 0 square plus 1, that is 1 here, plus b into 0 becomes 0, 0 plus c into, here also get 1. Okay, so 0 equal to a plus c. If we put x equal to 0, here we get the value equation a plus c equal to 0. Okay, and we know that the value of a is 1 by 2. So substituting a equal to 1 by 2 here, we get the value as minus 1 by 2. Okay, next putting x equal to minus 1. In this equation, here we get minus 1 equal to a into minus 1 square, that is 1 plus 1 plus b into minus 1 become minus b plus c into minus 1 all square plus 1. So minus 1 equal to 2a plus c minus b into 1 square plus 1, that is 2 here. Okay, and here we know the value of a as 1 by 2 and c is a minus 1 by 2. So substituting a and c here, we get minus 1 equal to 2 into 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2 minus b into 2. Right, so cancelling these 2 and here we get minus 1 equal to 1 plus 2 into minus 1 by 2 minus b. Right, next step I am going to take this 1 to LHS. It will become minus 1 equal to, in this term minus is common, so taking this minus outside, so here we get minus 2 into b plus 1 by 2. Right, so here we get minus 2 equal to minus 2 into b plus 1 by 2. So cancelling this minus 1 by 2, here we get a 1 equal to b plus 1 by 2. From this we get b equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, that is half. Okay, from now we get all constant value, that is a equal to 1 by 2, c equal to minus 1 by 2 and b equal to 1 by 2. So next I am going to replace a whole constant value here and substituting replacing this in our question by this term. Okay, so this is our equation number 1, right? So next I am going to replace this a by replacing this a by value of a is 1 by 2 plus, and value of b is again 1 by 2. Okay, so 1 by 2 x plus value of c is minus 1 by 2 divided by x square plus 1. Okay, so this is our question, right? So just I am going to write the integral here. So next I am going to split this integral using additive property. So first of all I am going to write this 1 by 2 in front of this integral, and it will become integral 1 divided by x minus 1 dx plus integral, and in these two terms 1 by 2 is common, right? So it can be written as x minus 1 divided by x square plus 1 dx. Okay, so this step can also be written as 1 by 2 integral 1 divided by x minus 1 dx plus, taking this half in outside the bracket, outside the integral, by 2 integral x minus 1 divided by x square plus 1 dx. Okay, so here we get the value, the standard integral of 1 by x dx is log x plus c. So here we get the first term, here we get 1 by 2 log, replacing this x by x minus 1. Here we get log mod x minus 1, and x minus 1 is another function. We need to differentiate the value of x minus 1 and write the denominator of this log of x minus 1 dx of x by using chain rule. Okay, plus in this section I am going to divide individually. So here we get integral x divided by x square plus 1 dx minus 1 divided by integral minus 1 divided by x square plus 1 dx. Okay, just divide it individually. So here we get x divided by x square plus 1 and minus 1 divided by x square plus 1, and write the integral and dx. Okay, so here d by dx of x minus 1 value is, derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 1 is 0. So here we get value of 1. So the first term will be 1 by 2 log mod x minus 1. Okay, plus half into integral x divided by x square plus 1 dx. Here we know that the standard integral of 1 divided by x square plus 1 square dx is tan inverse x plus c, right? So I am going to write the answer of this integral as, don't forget to write this minus here. So value of integral 1 divided by x square plus 1 square dx is tan inverse x. Okay, also write this plus c here. Next we need to find out the value of this integral. Okay, so integral x divided by x square plus 1 dx. I write this term separately. So integral x divided by x square plus 1 dx. Put the denominator x square plus 1 t. So differentiating on both sides, here we get the derivative of x square is 2x. Derivative of 1 is 0, and also write a dx here, and derivative of t is dt. So here we need only x dx. So taking this 2 to RHS, so x dx become dt by 2. So next I am going to transform this x variable into t variable. So this integral will become x dx changes to dt by 2 divided by x square plus 1 changes to t. Here 1 by 2 is constant, taking outside the integral, and this can be written as dt by t. So we know that 1 by x dx, integral of 1 by x dx is log x plus c. So integral of 1 by t dt become log mod t, and also write this replacing the value of t as log mod x square plus 1. So here here is our answer of integral x divided by x square plus 1 dx. Okay, so in the next step I am going to replace the answer of the integral x divided by x square plus 1 dx by 1 by 2 log mod x square plus 1. So this is our next step, replacing this integral x divided by x square plus 1 dx as 1 by 2 log x square plus 1. So next I am going to open this bracket. Here we get 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 will become 1 by 4 log mod x square plus 1 minus 1 by 2 tan inverse x plus c. So this is our final answer. Okay, I hope you understood this question. This is our next question. We need to find out the value of integral x square plus 1 into x square plus 2 divided by x square plus 3 into x square plus 4 dx. So let's start the solution of this question. The question is integral x square plus 1 into x square plus 2 divided by x cube plus 3 into x square plus 4 dx. So here x square is plus, this is x square, sorry, so x square is present in all the terms. So put y equal to x square. So next our question will become y plus 1 into y plus 2 divided by y plus 3 into y plus 4. Okay, so next I am going to convert by using by using partial fraction partial fraction type 1, I am going to convert the whole question using a divided by, this can be also written as a divided by y plus 3 plus b divided by y plus 4. Right, so from this the value of a, removing this b part, so this can be written as a divided by y plus 3 equal to y plus 1 into y plus 2 divided by y plus 3 into y plus 4. Right, so cancelling this y plus 3, and as we get a equal to y plus 1 into y plus 2 divided by y plus 4. Next we need to find out the value of y in which the denominator of a becomes 0. So put y plus 3 equal to 0. From this we get y equal to minus 3. So substituting y equal to minus 3 in a, so here we get minus 3 plus 1 into minus 3 plus 2 divided by minus 3 plus 4. So minus 3 plus 1 will become minus 2. Minus 3 plus 2 become minus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 4 become plus 1. So minus 2 into 1, minus 2 into minus 1 will become 2. So the value of a is 2. Similarly, removing this part, we get b divided by y plus 4 equal to this term. B divided by y plus 4 is equal to y plus 1 into y plus 2 divided by y plus 3 into y plus 4. Cancelling these two y plus 4, here we get b equal to y plus 1 into y plus 2 divided by y plus 3. Next we need to find out the value of y in which the denominator of b becomes 0. So put y plus 4 equal to 0. From this we get y equal to minus 4. So substituting y equal to minus 4 in b, here we get minus 4 plus 1 into minus 4 plus 2 divided by minus 4 plus 3, and this is further equal to minus 4 plus 1 become minus 3 into minus 4 plus 2 become minus 2 divided by minus 4 plus 3 become minus 1. Okay, this will be equal to minus 6. So answer of B is minus 6. Next I am going to replace this a and b by a equal to 2 and b equal to minus 6 in the next step. So substituting the value of a by 2 and b by minus 6, so we get here this. So write integral on both sides. So this is our question, right? So next I am going to replace this y by x square. So our question will become x square plus 1 into x square plus 2 divided by x square plus 3 into x square plus 4 dx equal to integral 2 divided by x square plus 3 dx minus 6 integral 1 divided by this y can be replaced by x square plus 4 dx. Okay, so this is equal to 2 is constant, integral of 1 divided by x square plus 3 dx minus 6 integral 1 divided by x square plus 4 dx. Okay, so next I am going to convert this 3 into square form, that is this can be written as x square plus root 3 square. Root 3 square is also same as 3, right? Dx minus 6 integral 1 divided by x square plus this 4 can be written as 2 square. And we know that standard integral of 1 divided by x square plus a square dx is equal to 1 by a tan inverse x by a plus c, right? So comparing this formula, using this formula, the first term will be 2 into, here a is root 3, so 1 by root 3 into tan inverse x by a is root 3 minus 6 into, here also using the same formula, so the answer will be, here a is 2, so 1 by a tan inverse x by 2 plus c. So this is our final answer. I hope you understood this question.